Hello, sweet souls. I just wanted to come on and talk to you guys about what I've been going through, and I will try really hard not to be emotional, but I'm sorry in advance because I'm sure I will be. For many of you, you have been with me for the entire 3 years, so you know how committed and devoted I am to what God's called me to do, which is to give messages to help you to heal, to ascend, to be empowered, to motivate. And I've been sitting here thinking about a way to share with you what I went through, but I'm just going to talk about it. I haven't written anything down. I'm just going to talk about it. I'm just going to tell you what happened. So last week I had a dream, and I do get prophetic dreams a lot. I get downloads, but I had a dream about a nurse practitioner that I haven't seen. I've known him since high school, but I haven't seen him in 12 years. And I know that when I dream about people, there's always a reason for it. Typically, I'm gonna come into contact with that person. So I dreamt about this person, and I told Mark, I dreamt about so-and-so, and I haven't seen him in 12 years. Then a few days after that, I was getting in the shower, and my spirit guide spoke to me, and he said, "You're too young to have a heart attack." And it kind of took me back hearing those words, and I said, I am too young to have a heart attack. But I went ahead and got in the shower. Now that I didn't tell Mark because I didn't want to freak him out. So on the night of November 1st, it was a very calm, peaceful night. Mark and I watched our programs. We said our prayers together, and then we went to bed. At 3:30 in the morning, I woke up to horrible pain in my jaw and my teeth. I felt like all of my teeth were falling out of my head. And I had burning, intense pain in my chest and in my back between my shoulder blades. And I sat up on the edge of the bed, and I broke out in a sweat. And I immediately knew that I was having a heart attack. So I woke Mark up, and I said, I think I'm having a heart attack. So he called an ambulance, and I made my way into my family room, and I was overcome with fear. Not fear of death, but fear of losing the opportunity to have life. Because I've suffered so much in this life, and I have peace and love finally, and to lose the opportunity to have love and peace in my life, that was what I was afraid of. It wasn't a fear of death, because I'm not afraid to die. And in that moment, I couldn't even pray. All I could say was, I love you, God. I love you. I love you. So when the ambulance came and got me, I got to the hospital, and I was still in a lot of pain. My chest was on fire. But the first person I saw was the man I dreamt about, the nurse practitioner I hadn't seen for 12 years, because God knew that that was a familiar face that would give me comfort in a time that I would experience great fear. So what's so unusual about this experience is I don't meet any of the criteria for somebody to have a heart attack. I don't have high blood pressure. I don't have diabetes. I don't have clogged arteries. There was absolutely no medical reason for me to have a heart attack. I have not had sudden trauma, which they described the type of heart attack that I had would be from, like, you losing someone suddenly that you loved very dearly, that shock, that trauma, or getting into a horrible accident. Those things didn't happen. I am well aware that for 3 years since God has called me to do what I'm doing, that I've been under spiritual attack. through thoughts, through words, and even through actions. There has been spell work done against me. There is incantations. There has been evil eye. There has been people wishing me death. I know that nothing will happen to me unless God permits it, and that this occurred for a reason, which will be used for the greater good. God permitted it. Your spell work, your dark magic, your ill intent for me did not cause it. Yes, you sent that energy, but God permitted it. God permitted it because he will turn that into something amazing for someone. So I accept God's will for me. I do not want to die, but if that's God's will for me, then so it is, and I accept it. I will continue to do what God calls me to do, regardless. I'm going to keep doing it unless God himself tells me to stop doing it. So I do need to take a little bit of time off to heal. The term they use for the type of heart attack that I had is broken heart syndrome. It's the heart attack that you have when people mourn themselves to death and their heart fails. My ejection fraction was lower, so they said I have to go to a heart failure clinic. My heart is scarred, and I do have a broken heart because of all the evil in this world. It's sad. It makes me feel sad. So I ask that you pray for me, but I also want you to pray for those that have sent this evil to me, because I don't believe that they will be able to survive what is returned to them. And I truly do not want anyone to lose their soul. The power of God in me is far greater than whatever entities are trying to attack me. So I just want to tell you guys, I love you. I will come back. I will not be gone that long because, you know, I feel an obligation to help you. It's my purpose, and I intend on continuing to do what God is calling me to do. So I am grateful for your love, your support, your prayers. If you want to donate to the channel, I appreciate it, but it's not expected. But I love all of you, and I'm filled with gratitude to be able to call you my family. So I just want to tell you guys how much I love you. And I thank God every day that he gave me a soul family that shares the same love that I have for them. So thank you for your love, your support, your prayers. It means the world to me. And I will be back soon. I love you. Bye-bye.